Hi everyone, Nigel Saunders here. Today it is above freezing, but it's going to drop later on this afternoon, and we'll be back to snow and cold in the next couple of days. My mission today is I'm trying to collect as much rainwater as I can get. It's kind of melting on the roofs, and it's slightly drizzling outside now. So I've already taken my indoor barrel from 1/3 full. It is now 2/3 full. So I'm trying to top it up if I can today, if I can get enough water. So let's go see what's happening with the cube and the water buckets. You can see the rain or the wet snow landing on the roof of the greenhouse here. Whenever we get a winter thaw, I'm always out here collecting rainwater. Now, people have asked, why don't I just melt all the snow to make my rainwater? The trouble with that is it takes a lot of snow to get a little bit of water. Like, I could fill that bucket up with snow and I might get, that much water in the bottom once it melts. So my drippy roof here has filled this bucket, and I've already gotten 4 buckets from my cube this morning. So yeah, I just keep, once the buckets fill up, I just dump them into the barrel in the plant room. Here's my barrel in the plant room, so you can see it's 2/3 full. It was right down just slightly below the 1/3 line. So I've gotten all that water today, which is just awesome. So I'm hoping by the end of the day that I can get it close to full at least. And that'll get me through probably the rest of winter, because once we get into March, we get a lot of thaws outside. And, I get all the snow melting on the roof, and I shouldn't have a problem with water. If it's warm out, I could even close the valve on my cube and start filling it up. So that'll be cool. Usually March is pretty cold though. I've got another bucket of rainwater. Into the barrel it goes. It's hard work collecting all this rainwater, but it's worth it. The plants grow so much healthier when they're, got rainwater instead of tap water on them. The tap water here is so full of lime and chlorine that it's just not good for the plants. It's much better using rainwater. The rain is turning to snow as it cools down this afternoon. I'm still getting more water. You can see this bucket is almost full again. The bucket under the cube has some water in it, not a whole lot. I think I will get a full barrel in the plant room before the day's through, which is kind of nice. There is a snow warning in effect. All the schools were closed today. Some of the businesses have shut down. We're supposed to get a lot of snow in the next couple of days. I'm going to be doing some work on the marble pot today. I've got my Dremel tool out, and it's got kind of almost a grinder type bit on it. I'm going to see how it works. I really like that one pot that had the line kind of around the top, kind of defining the top edge of the pot. I just want to kind of experiment around, see how this works for removing material. And if it works well, I'll keep going with it as long as the tool bit lasts. I can always get more, abrasive tool bits for this and work away at the pot. Should be kind of exciting. I've also filled all the watering cans in the greenhouse here. So I got 4 liters, 2, 2, and 1. So that's lots of water. When my trees start drying out in here, I can give them some water, which is nice. I'm going to empty the buckets into the barrel in the plant room, and then I'll come back and I'll work on the marble pot. I think I'll have to do it outside because I think it'll get really dusty. I'll probably have to wear a mask, maybe spray it with water to keep the dust down. I don't know. We'll try it out. So I'll see you in a little bit. All right, I better get a workbench cleared off. That should be good. I'll get my marble pot out now. There it is. Here's my Dremel. Works. There's a speed control on the side here. That's slow. Right up to super fast. I think I'll start with it on slow. But I better get my dust mask first. All right, I'm ready. I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to start on the bottom and see what it does. I can get my glove out here. There. Okay, so I've got to relieve the bottom because if this is sitting on a table, the drainage holes will be sealed. The water won't flow out. So I've got to thin down the bottom and leave the feet the same height. So let's try it out. Let's see if it works. Yeah. This tool's not very powerful. I think I need to go up in speed. Yeah. That's working quite well. I'm going to have to take my mask off. I can't see a thing. My glasses are fogged up. I don't think it's very dusty anyway. Because the snow is wetting the surface here, it's kind of not very dusty. So that's kind of good. It's like someone with a spray bottle almost. All right, let's see how it goes now. Okay, so the grinder works quite well, but it's very small and it doesn't take a lot off at once. I think I'm going to need like an angle grinder or something that takes a little more material off quicker. If I use this bit, I think it'll take me like a week to get this even close to how I want it. So I think I'm going to try some different tools. I'll try that angle grinder out and see how that does. I think that'll take it off a lot quicker. And just as well, I hope. This works. It's good for more delicate carving maybe. Well, I've got an angle grinder. It's pretty worn out. The death wheel is almost done. I'll just try it out and then I'll have to get a new one, a new grinding disc for it. I don't even know how you turn on here. Somehow you turn it on. Come on. Must be some safety thing. There it goes. that's really wearing my tool out. So that's working quite well. It's not real aggressive, but it's taking it down pretty good. So I think with the new wheel on there, I think it's the technique to use. So I'm off to get a new wheel in the snow. I found another tool. This was my dad's. It looks like it has a tile cutter blade on it or something. What's this say? It's a 4.5 inch. Fast cut. Yeah, I don't know. It seems to work really well. I just tried it out. So I'll show you how that works. If that heats up at all. Cool. Yeah, so that works really well. It takes about, I don't know, a couple of millimeters off per cut. It's quite aggressive. I think that'll make fast work of this, the bottom of the pot. So I'm going to get some hearing protection and keep working away at it. That's working really well. I think I've got to take the camera away. It's getting all covered in dust. Here is a look at the progress. So you can see at the foot here, you can start to see a bit of definition there as I lower this surface down. Yeah, so I'll keep at it. It's coming quite nice. It removes the material quite quickly. So that's good. I am working away, grinding it down. So you can see if I put the ruler across there, I've got a gap under it now. So that's good. Slowly getting that bottom down. Just kind of roughing it in place for now. And then I'll have to, make it all nice and flat. Work on my feet. But it's coming along quite nicely. Sure spits out a lot of marble dust. It's everywhere. Not too bad on me. I'm staying fairly clean, but just spraying it out everywhere else. So it's coming along. That tool works really well, that cutting tool. There's a close-up of it. I think that's like it's either a tile cutter or concrete grinding blade. It works really well though. Takes this off like nothing. So I'll keep at it. Here's a look at the pot now. So you can see that it sits off the ground now. So the feet are actually working. the drainage holes, clear the table. So it is a even more functional pot now. Drainage holes, and they sit off the ground. So I'm not done finishing underneath there. I've only begun, but it's good progress. I'm going to leave it at that for today. It's quite hard on the back doing this. I think it's because my table's so low. So maybe if I get something to space it up a bit more, it'll be a little more comfortable for me. But yeah, I'm really happy. I think I found the tool to do the job, and I'm getting the job done. So that's awesome. I haven't decided about the edges yet. Remember I said I was going to taper them? I don't know. I've been looking at pots. Some of them have the square edges and they look quite nice. But I would like some fancy work on them. Maybe, a lip, or that line scribed in or something. It needs something. I think. Maybe not. Maybe, because it has this, it's highly patterned, this marble, that maybe it doesn't need anything. Maybe a plain pot is ideal. I don't know. Another thing I found about the marble is that you can have highly figured marble like this, and then when it's out in the sun, it kind of bleaches it. So it almost turns it white. So that might happen to this pot. It might turn white in the sun, and I may not see all this, the gray in it. It'll be interesting to see anyway. And it'll also get nice patina on it. I notice algae likes to grow in the marble. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. So yeah, I'll keep working away at this. I'm going to resume tomorrow, if the weather is good. As you can see, it's still snowing here. Looking quite beautiful outside. Let's go check in on the pails of water, see how they're doing. Is it ever beautiful out? It's not cold out. It's just below freezing, 1 degree below freezing. Nice, gentle snow falling. No wind. Crows. I did manage to top up my water barrel. You can see it's nice and full. So that's fantastic. All beautiful rainwater. The discoloration is just from the leaves on the roof. That's nothing to worry about. So yeah, it's full. I've got, well, this level says 50 gallons or 189 liters. So it's probably about 200 liters. So that's fantastic. That'll get me through the rest of the winter. I always get worried when it gets down to like the lowest, the last third in the water barrel. It's like, ugh. So it's nice to have it topped up. It's like having a tank full of gas in your car when you're going out on a trip. My spider in the plant room is still doing well. You can see its web there. You can see the spider. It's getting bigger. It catches a lot of insects under that light. So many that sometimes it just cuts them out of the web and lets them drop down. Yeah. So everything's looking good in the plant room. I think all the plants are enjoying this warmer weather in here. I think everything's greening up nicely. Kitty's sleeping in her box here. Hi, Kitty. Hello. It was a really fun day today, getting my water barrel all filled up and working on my marble pot, getting the bottom all relieved. A lot of work to go on the marble pot, but got the tools, got the techniques. It's just a matter of time now. That's all for today. I'm Nigel Saunders. Thanks for joining me in the Bonsai Zone.